Hi guys, my name is Martin. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer.
Bearers,
So we
let's
are
march!
just about to jump on Gnashrak here with the help of the
Onward!
garrison of Mount Squighorn. The garrison in Mount Squighorn has been formidable. It has helped us quash 3 invasion armies, and this is gonna make number 4. We do have a banner there. -4 leadership to flyers. It's not something that we are actually concerned with right this second, but I guess we'll pop it on there. So we'll fight this battle. We know the territory very well. We've been here before. The floor is littered with goblin dead. And this army is actually weaker, I think, than most of the other armies which have attacked us. There's no Doom Diver and there are no fast cavalry detachments. So reinforcements from the south, so we'll line up like so.
Let's start shooting!
So
Quarrelers!
spread them out a little bit more. Actually, maybe just a little bit of an angle there.
It is a
Okay.
vengeance! Quarrelers!
That's going to be fine. And we're going to take half the warriors, put them on this flank. The other half can come over here. Oops. So, minus, well, just the hammers really. And Thorgrim. Let's see if we can see their commander. He is in the center right now, so we'll position ourselves in the center as well. 2 miners. Call you reserves. There aren't any Doom Divers here, so you don't have any particular important job. And we're going to send the reinforcements up to close these gaps. Reinforcements are marching out.
Quarrelers!
Quarrelers.
Put those dwarven
There.
legs! War of vengeance!
And here.
Strike out! Down! Put those
One
dwarven
there.
legs! We demand blood!
And here.
Range fire! Range fast!
Awesome.
Grudge thrower!
He should be marching straight at us. Let's set the speed up. Is he not coming? That's curious. He doesn't have any artillery. So usually they do come, but I guess we will do that thing where we send a guy forward. We can use one of our garrison miners here. Just kind of send them up until we start to see them moving. Do. You got 3,000 hit points, 450 in weapon strength. Well, I have 518, so I'll go toe to toe with you. Wonder how far up I'm gonna have to send this miner. Just move up there until we trigger. It would be nice to have some fast cavalry to do this kind of bait. Wonder if I'm going to have to come all the way up into archer range. If I do, then probably that miner won't survive. I guess what I ought to do is just march forward, actually. Why don't you stop there? And we will send the whole of force forward. Let's see if we can do this thing here. Control G. Move up there. Up there. Up there. Did you get left behind, Thorgrim? Terribly sorry. You up as well. Still not moving. 10 minutes of the battle already. Okay. You're not moving, are you? Okay, now we're actually in range. So we can just start firing on them with the catapults. Say we shoot there. Bombard them a little bit, at least until we are out of ammunition. I think this battle is broken somehow, since they're not moving. So we're just gonna obliterate their archers here. Shoot at the orcs in the back. Don't miss them though. Can we maybe do like this instead? Shoot right there in the middle. Spread it up a little, do a little damage over there. We only have 12 more ammunition, so we'll spend that shooting at orcs. So the last battle we lured their, what was it called, Doom Diver out to use all of its ammunition on our miners, but they're just standing still and taking it. It's not really the same thing. 50 kills on the Grudge Thrower. 52. 8 shots left. Maybe do a little bit of damage over here now. Say here. How many shots? 6 shots left. The orcs are harder. They are getting attacked and they are getting damaged by artillery. It does reduce their threat level a little bit, or their morale, I should say. 3 shots left. Two. Don't think we can get to 100 kills. That would be, well, maybe, yeah. Final round. No, 99 kills. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, that's fine. You did your job. So I guess what we're gonna do is we are going to advance again. Right to here. I'm going to set speed down to normal.
There is no greater authority. Nothing can stop us. Throw bearers home. Dwarf warriors. Move now.
We're not in range yet.
Nothing can stop us. War of vengeance. Obey me. Go. Quicken pace. Dwarf warriors. Plow through. Pay back every grudge. Pump those dwarfen legs. Quarrelets. Range far, range fast.
This is really weird.
Back in.
We're shooting at them now. They're not moving.
Quarrelets. Charge! Miners! Quarrelers! Range far, range fast! Dwarf warriors!
Now they're moving. Finally.
Quarrelets! It is a reckoning! It is a reckoning! Kill hooks! They have wronged us! Kazakan, Kazaket, ha! Dwarf warriors! Go! Down! Quarrelers! Dwarf warriors! Kazuk! 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 Down! Vengeance! Yes! Kazuk! Vengeance!
Pause. Let's see here. You. No, you engage that one. You engage that one, and you can go this well. Attack everywhere along the line. You guys can get into that. And then we'll retreat all of the archers back there.
Hammerers!
Keeping the hammers down for back for a second.
Quarrelets! Plow through! Hammerers! Anu! Vengeance! Kasuk! Kill orcs! For the Countess Encore!
Shooting through the
Ranged
gaps
firepower
on
ready.
the
War of
archers
vengeance!
seems
For
to
the
make
Countess
sense.
Encore!
You have your augment.
Horrendous! Hit 'em!
And we have the leadership buff, so we should be all right.
Quarrelers!
That guy is wavering, not broken.
The might of Karazhan-Encore!
Now he's broken.
Yes! Yes!
There. Broken, okay.
Quarrelers!
Two of you shoot
Down!
him.
For the
You
ancestor
guys
gods!
shoot there.
Taking aim! Let's
Everyone's
be
looking
about
good.
this. Dwarf warriors!
You're not fighting, are
Bring
you?
the axe! Quarrelers! Yes!
Shoot there. Where are you going?
Vengeance! Quarrelers! Shoot the waddocks!
There we are.
They have wronged us!
Flawless victory. And I think we're just going to end the battle here for fear of friendly fire. We don't have the catapults. Maybe a little bit of a boring battle, because yeah, the AI seemed to be severely broken there. They didn't march forward. They just took it on the chin when our grudge throwers started killing like 199 kills made. And indeed, we did have some archer shots.
Summon me
on
if
them.
you dare!
Where they still didn't move forward. Dead.
Move in!
And we get an obsidian amulet, which is nice.
Ready?
We didn't get a skill level. Where's my amulet? Here, it's magic resistance. Good. We are just going to pop you into Mount
Throne bearers,
Swickhorn,
move!
I think. We need to mark.
I agree. Beards in belts.
That's okay. So the miners get a little bit extra reinforcements, and so do all the warriors. We'll be pretty close to fully full strength, which means that next turn we can march south on this guy, Shady Hornhead. Indeed. Where are we at? We are at +0. So yeah, Pillars of Grunge need to get all the way up to level 3. How much money do we have? 4,300. We are doing that thing, so we'll want that mustering hall in 4 turns. And we may want more artillery and what not. Okay, let's end the turn. See what that guy does. Greenskins have convinced Scabby Eyes to join them, and that has been burned to the ground. How do you feel, my friend?
Let's hear what you have to
You
say.
don't want a
We'll
defensive
hear-
alliance, I guess. Okay. How are things going up here? You took Grom Peak. That makes me happy. So only Mount Gunbat remains.
One rug!
So we could jump on that army, or could we?
Very well.
No, we couldn't. He's out of reach.
Nah.
But he only has 4 troops. I don't think he can do much against the garrison.
I refuse. Send me to vengeance.
And in fact, I think I'm going to take... Well, I don't know if it's a risk. But what I'd like to do is use the underway, get all the way down there.
Onward!
And then assault Carrick Drawn next turn. So that would cut him off from reinforcement. He'd only have the 4 regiments. Mount Squighorn has a garrison of how many? 2 crawlers and 4 infantry. So can they... That might not actually be enough to take that force down. Which would be very annoying. I could hire a lord. What kind of lord could I get? An arrogant one. That sounds like a bad idea. Handsome one. That sounds a very good idea. Get him. And start hiring.
The High King acts.
I like that. Let's go down here. So, with a handsome lord.
Summon me.
So, and we're gonna hire some troops for him. Like a grudge thrower. Maybe we're gonna wait for on the grudge thrower. Let's just get the 2 miners and the dwarven warrior for now. That'll put public order at 0. We still have an event. What's that event? That's that event. 2 more turns of +5 leadership. That's not actually a bad thing. What I would consider doing is changing this to the Master of Steel and Stone. And then get myself a grudge thrower. And get a discount on that thing. The discount is 10%, isn't it? Come on, man. Here. 10%, yeah. So 450 we'd say. So it costs 4,000. So we would be able to buy the building, but not the grudge thrower. That's okay. We can wait for the grudge thrower. So let's do that. Let's put the Masters of Steel and Stone on. And depending on whether or not we would get some money here, we may actually also be able to get some troops. And what then? Income from settlements, dwarven resolve, leadership, unit experience, ammunition. That would be ammunition for my quarrelers, and it's on the way to reload time, which is great. Think yeah, it's going to be 4 turns. We're not going to have that commandment running for 4 turns though. So let's get this one and see where that takes us. So if he attacks Mount Squighorn, I'll be a little worried. It'll be 4 against 5. No, he went up there. He's going up to join his other city, but he'll run into the waiting arms of the dwarves of Sufbar, I suppose. That's going to be interesting. Mount Squighorn. No, not Mount Squighorn. You will get this one because it is cheap now. And that's what we wanted to get. And you will remove that. And you will attack Carrick Drawn.
For the wisdom of the land.
While you play defense here for a little while. That's going to be great. So we are finally expanding out of the Silver Road. It has taken a lot longer than I thought, but we've defeated some pretty big forces, honestly. And look, Barak Var has been able to take advantage of that and taken Iron Rock and Barak Davos back and raise this one to the ground. They're getting work done, and I think that's because we are keeping people busy. I think that's good. Dwarven. Oh, they're all the way down to Stone Mine Tut. They're just running away with the game. Actually, they're getting so big that it might be hard to annex them. But that's a minor concern. Let's take a break here, and when we come back, we're gonna attack Carrick Drawn, and well, consider making a run for Black Crag. At this point, it's a race between us and Barak Var. See you next time, guys. Bye for now.